All right. Hello, guys. I hope you all are doing well. Uh, you had a great weekend. Weekend is just started, but for trading wise, I hope you all had a great week. Yes. So today we're gonna talk about the few topics. Actually, one topic from the phase three, and then uh, you know the one of the trade from my last week, uh, and then of course your questions and answer. So yeah, so how are you all doing? So let me know in the comments. You can share the journey, your journey. Where are you in your journey, and how this content is helping you in your journey. If you are watching recording, recording will become a little bit, half an hour later after the stream is being ended. But yeah, so other than that, if you have anything questions, or you can ask. This is the time. You can ask into the chat. So I will go in the end. Every single questions is there in the chat, right? So that's how we work actually on this the live stream, right? So one of the topic, which is in the phase three, and then the topics actually are, I'm not taking in a order that is mentioned in the outline, but yeah, so there will be, all topic will be there. So I will take one every single topic that is mentioned in the outline, right? All right, so let's get started then, right? uh, Let me disable this. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do today. So we're gonna talk about the true risk reward, which is true R, and one of the trade that I took on the EU last week, and your questions, right? So you start typing the questions in your in our chat box. By the time I just cover these two topics, and then I will take in the end all the questions. Yeah. All right. Cool. So is everything audio and video is okay? Uh, can someone chat in the yes no on the chat box? I hope. I think yeah. Yeah. So all right. So I hope, I think it's okay. Okay. So all right. So okay, let's talk about the true risk reward. Okay, cool, cool, good. Tomb 28, good. Thanks for confirming it. All right. Is the question is not displaying actually on the, something wrong with the stream, but yeah, it's not getting displayed. Just give me a moment, okay? Just I will do some tweak settings in the question. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, good. I hope now it's working. Yeah. Right. So let's talk about the true risk reward. So whenever, you heard about smart money concept, or any on the YouTube channel, or anything that you're watching or following, you will see there is very high R associated with this strategy, right? So you will see the, people are talking about, oh, 100 R, 50 R, 150 R. Okay, so I'm going to talk about today what's the reality is. uh, and the reality, actually you should know the reality behind this true R. Okay, because I don't want you guys to come with the expectation of like doubling in account or 100 R in one trade. Okay, that's possible, but it's not realistic. Okay, so uh, that's one thing that I want to talk about very first time. So now, when we see, if you go to any like on the YouTube and type like high risk reward or trades or smart money concepts, what you will see in the search result, like uh, there will be like the 100 hour. If you see my screen, if you have 100 hour, let's see here, like you know 100 and is 30 hour, 45 hour. Okay, this is possible. I'm not saying it's not possible, but it's unrealistic. Okay, so I'm going to talk about how you can measure your true R, which is actually will help you to focus and have the expectations which is realistic. Okay, right. So when I talk about like, okay, the people talk about they took like trade of 50, or they are kind of misleading. Okay, so I don't know, maybe they will talk about in the videos, okay, the true R, but I rarely seen they talk about the true R, which is in the video. Instead of they just put the flashy thumbnail or title was 101 hour. Okay, but they don't tell you they are taking the partials well along with the trades. So if you are considering the partials taking every single points, the true R is gonna be like less. It's very less. Okay, so here is the thing. Okay, how you gonna calculate the true R for you? Okay, so forget about these guys. Okay, so but whoever is telling, okay, is 100, 1 to 100, it's possible, but it's not realistic, but it's kind of a misleading. Okay, so here is thing. So how you gonna calculate the true R? True R, let's say for example, in a month, any given month, like let's say in the last month you took a 15 trade. Okay, 15 trade, and you made a 75% gain in that 15 trade. So what that means is you are risking 15% of your account in that particular month, right? And you made a 75% of the gain, which is quite big with this strategy. And it is possible with this strategy, 75% in a month. It's quite possible. I'm not saying it's not possible, but your true R in this sense is 5 R. So do you see what I mean? Like 75 divided by 15, that's your true R. So you will be, when why I'm telling you this, because when you see, okay, your true R is 5R, you will be more choosy, or picky while picking a trade, or you're not taking too many trades in a month. Then that's why it is very important to realize, okay, so what's your 2R. And whenever you take trade, so let's say for example, if you take any trade, you take the partials on all along the way. So when you do journaling, you need to understand that you need to find the true R for that particular trade. The way I do it, I generally don't calculate for every single trade, but I do calculate for, let's say, for month. For this month I took like 15 trade, I made like 75%. So what's my true R? It's 75 divided by 15, which is 5. I think 5. Yeah, yes, that's 5. So with keeping this mind, so you will be realistic in your target, and you will be picky and choosy while picking the trades. So that will help you to build up your consistency, and the longevity of trading will come with that, because you're not just getting involved in the market, but you are really looking what you want to look into the market, and then only executing the trade. Yeah, so far so good. Cool. All right, so this is what I actually, the small topic was I wanted to talk about, because there is too many videos actually on the YouTube. They just mislead with the R to drag you or buy something they want to sell, or I don't know the intentions, but I want you to understand the true R behind this is way less than the highlighted in the YouTube or anything which is mentioned on the any social media platform, right? So you will be aware of this, right? So now you're better than that, right? So yeah, So this is the small topic. That's one. So the next one I'm going to talk about the. If you have any questions actually about this true R, also you put into the chat. I will take it when we take the question answer session, right? Correct, right. Cool. So we're gonna talk about then the one of the trade that I took on the EU last week. So yeah. So I just was drinking. Sorry, I just drinking water. So this is the trade that I took on EU on actually 16th of November, Tuesday. Okay. So this is a the trade taken with the scalp mindset, right? So what do we see here? Okay. Uh, First thing first, right? So we know that, right? So we mark our trading ranges, structural legs, solidified lows and highs. Okay, so this is on the session trade, okay, on the London Open during the 8 o'clock in the morning, my time. Yeah, I will just clear the question now. So what happened here? So I was uh, on the weekly outlook video. We know the EU is down, and we're actually expecting. We don't know where the pullback is started or not yet. So on the daily, so we either expecting continuation, which is highly probable. The pullback. If we see this pullback is started, this is like a guessing a low. Okay, this is the low, and now pullback is started. So this is very dangerous. So that's why the counter trend trades are risky, because you are guessing low here, right? Now with this in the mind, on the higher time frame direction, what I was seeing when I sit down for the session trade. So here's the thing, okay? So we have this the range to play, and we build a liquidity along with this line, so for this pullback. So for this for in my what was in my mind was going, okay, so let's see how it is going on the 5 minute. Okay, so what do I see here? Okay, so this was the last low which made this high. Okay, and after that there is no high, right? So do we have first break of structure here? We this is a minor structure. We don't consider minor structure. I think you should know that. Okay, so this is the first break of structure, and this is the second break of structure, which is our confirmation model, right? And we want to see order flow within this, right? So we have mitigation of this order block, right? We have mitigation of this order block, and which broke this structure, right? So ideally, we should take a trade from this order block, right? Which is unclear on this. This is no volume in this candle. If you consider the both of the candle, considering the wick that took the liquidity, but what happened actually, it was just open up the London here, and I missed that entry. And what happened? It just went down to break major structure down, right? Right. Okay. Now at this point of time, so what I was looking, okay, so we have mitigation play, order block and mitigation play, and which broke the major structure. So I was trying to see where is my order block, right, which broke this major structure. So I was just flickering the time frame, and I found this one, which is a 7 minute. Okay, so we will say why the 7 minute. Okay, let me say, because I generally would like to see a one candle which is order block rather than the two candles, or on the 5 minute it was like this, two candles. So I want my order block to be a one candle, so I just was flickering the to the time frame and see, okay, what makes sense. So from this open of the order block, it makes all sense to take a trade from here and not confirm here again, and put the stops above this, and your invalidation point will be here, because this is where the last mitigation came from. Yeah. So this is your invalidation point, and this is your order block to go down. But I generally do confirm again. I was waiting to actually on the 50% to hit, or the open. When the open hit, I went to the 1 minute, and I see, okay, if there is some kind of our confirmation model, like, uh, some kind of confirmation from 1 minute to see here. But I didn't got it actually on the 1 minute. That's why I didn't took it from the open. So we got one break here, there wasn't second break. So this was the actually one break, and I was confirming, okay, mitigation, and then again break. But that didn't happen, right? I just, so this is not break for me. So we actually, now you should know, right? We use the body break, not the wick. So I just ignored that and see, okay, let's see what it does on the 50% of this order block. And here's the thing, okay, so when it hit the 50%, okay, so I went to seconds time frame solely because the first minute low is too far from the, for our entry point. So we want entry in this zone, okay. So solely because of that, I would like to confirm the 1 minute before I go to the seconds. But I went to the seconds because this high was too far, and our entry we would have missed it, right? So here's the thing. So I went to the 15 seconds when it hits the 50% of this order block, right? Now we want to see here our confirmation model. So what do you have here, right? So we know the daily is bearish. We know there is a 5 minute order flow in place, which broke the structure, which is good confluence. So we have order flow which is confirmed on the 7 minutes or 5 minute, right? And it comes to here to mitigate that order block again to go down. So we have fairly high confluence of this trade. So that's why I took it on the 15-second, confirming again from here, okay. So what our confirmation model say? We want to see two breaks, okay, one break here and mitigation of that order block. Yeah, so we got one break here, and we got the second break. So there was no mitigation. So at this point of time, what do we have here, right? So we have this extreme order block to play, and this is immediate order block, right? So at any given point of time, you should have only 2 point of interest. If you have more than 2 point of interest, then you're doing something wrong, or you didn't understand the strategy, so you need to go back to the drawing board again, right? So generally what I do here, I put the order here, stop is a kind of 1 pip, or it's little bit above 1 pip on the second order block, and here I put as a 1 pip actually, yeah. So and then it just played out, yeah. So it just hit our open here, and it just fall, okay. As soon as it hit here, you are break even, or I generally do remove 1 hour, and I don't move the stops, which is one and same thing, because I see unmitigated order block here. So sometimes what the price does, okay, so it comes again here, no my, okay, it's not, to mitigate, or maybe sometimes take the liquidity or stop you out and then go. So generally, if I see some is unmitigated order block nearby to my entry, I generally remove 1 hour and put and don't move the stops, because this is logical stop. So this is a mitigation play now. It's a break up structure, mitigation, and break up structure. Price, your invalidation point will be here, right? If price breaks above, so this all setup is invalidated. As soon as it hits here, I remove 1 hour, and as soon as it hit, where is this thing, our 7-minute low, which is liquidity is being built since Asia, right? I took 50% of the money out here. So this is, I mean, I already explained, how should you you will be doing this trade management and the things in the video that I already taught about. Okay, so you do whatever you find is comfortable. Okay, and then my whenever it hits again 35 hour, okay, actually it went, this is actually went around 100 hour, but our true hour will be less. So when it hit a 30 hour, again I removed 50%, and then on 50 hour again I removed 50%. So I wasn't expecting this large move, it just happened. Okay, this trade is taken by sole mindset of the scalp. Okay, but I always keep some volume running, because you never know when the higher time frames come into the play, right? So yeah, so this is played out nicely, and it stopped me out somewhere, I think maybe on after a day or something. Let me see, just play back. Yeah, on the 1 hour. Yeah, it stopped me out there, and then it went actually, right? So at highest point it went 102 hour. So but we are removing along the profits along the line, so our true R will be less. So just keep that in mind. So just I wanted to explain this topic along with the live example that I took in this week. So it was, that's why I chose this topic rather than the creating trading model and the stuff. That will take some times. I will create a video rather than the live stream for that. But yeah, so this is how you do actually execute the trade, and take the partials along the line and calculate your true R, right? Yeah, so I think we are done with this first two things, to true R and the trade explanation. We'll take your questions, buddy. Just put the questions on the chats. Right. Okay, UD, good evening, man. How are you doing? How was your week? It was good. Yeah, nice to see you here again. Yeah. Right. So there is some delay actually on the stream, but yeah, it's just YouTube. It's not me. Okay. Okay. Status King. Status King is asking if we have 2 point of interest in 1 minute time frame or 5 minute, then which one I look? Okay, Status King. Here's the thing. Okay. At any given point of time, you should have only 2 point of interest. Okay. So let's say this is your point of interest 1, and this is 2. So if the first point of interest is mitigated, then there your probability of playing of this trade is very high, because there is no, we have invalidation point, which is that mitigation point, right? But if it is not mitigated, I would highly suggest you go to the that point of interest and go lower time frame when the price hits here, and again confirm it. You need to see some kind of order flow on either on this zone, which is your point of interest, or on the time frame that you are already working on. So what will that make is your trade probability of playing your trade is very high, because there is a mitigation play going on. Okay, so you will get it after some time, but yeah, that's how I do. Okay, so thanks for the question. Then the next question is Nick Doan. Hi, I love your channel. Could you please go over the ranges in the trade you took? And find I get confused. Okay, thanks. Right. All right. So here's the thing. So you need to what we do when we do our outlook weekly forecast or stuff. Okay. First thing first. Okay, we do mark our trading ranges, solidify highs and lows, our structural legs, whatever you call it. It just anything. Okay. So this is our trading range. Okay, so on this time frame that we took, so this is a high and this is low. So anything happens in between is minor structure to us, and we don't trade minor structure. So if you study our playlist right from the beginning, you will notice that I actually do not trade minor structure, because they are less probable. You can play it out, I mean, if you uh, getting the consistent result with the minor structure, right? Yeah, is that answer your question, Status King? Right, so okay, so I hope it sounds okay. So next question is, do we always have a scalp setup every day? UD, it's not necessarily, okay. But you will get it. So if you have like, two three pairs, uh, two three pairs that you are monitoring constantly, or you on your list, so I hope you will get it at least one in a 2 day. Okay, so but it just depends on how you classify the trade, high probability and the low probability, and which one you want to take it. Okay, there will be always trade in the market, but which one you want, actually what you wanted to see in the market is there or not. So let's say if I what I generally for scalp, I want to see order flow. If I say, let's say on London, this is on Asia, doing this coming down, and I see, okay, this is a one break, mitigation, and another break. This is what I want to see in the scalp, or when your London opens or New York opens. Yeah, so if this is very high probability, because there is a mitigation play on. If there is no mitigation, you can play it out, but it may work, may not work. So in this case, what you want to do, you want to go again and confirm again here or here, confirm on 15 second or 5 second, and again see the mitigation play is there or not, order flow is there or not, because order flow is more important than just break of structure. Order flow indicates there are big players behind that move. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay, good. I hope this answers your question. uh, cool. The Status King saying, if price did touch our POI in the 5 time. Okay, I think that's the question. I took it. No, let's read it. If the price did touch our POI in 5 minute time frame, then drastically go down, should I wait for a return and get mitigate and taking liquidity in our order block or go with order flow. Okay, so if price drastically come back, which is exactly happen in our case, right? So you don't need to be fear, you don't need to have some kind of fear to missing out. Okay, so this is what happened. I was trying to take trade from actually here. It just came back and broke the structure down. Okay, so as long as like there is an imbalance and the institutions behind that move, the price will come back to that order block to continue. Okay, the price will come back to order block to continue, or uh, to just violate that order block. Okay, so but the probability is on our side in this case, because we know there wasn't the low wasn't made on the higher time frame, which is 4 hour or daily, and we're just continuing that larger move which is happening since, I think, since the last week. Yeah. Yeah, I think, I hope yeah, it answer your question. Okay, UD, good week. Though I didn't trade, hope yours was good. Good to be here too. Yeah, yeah. The week was good actually. I think three, three trades. Yeah, so a couple of trades on New Zealand dollar, Australia, New Zealand dollar, US dollar, and this one was on EU. Yeah, but it was nice one. There wasn't actually too many trades on the higher time frame, which is how I generally like to see on the swings, because they are more rewarding than the scalps, and you shouldn't be risking more on the scalp, right? So the scalps are kind of they, when you go down to the structure below 1 hour, they less likely to hold, right? So higher time frame will always win. Yeah, cool. Halogen FX, welcome. What do you saying? Okay, do you involve inducement when using this strategy? Because some persons call the second POI as an inducement. Oh, I don't know. I haven't thought about that inducement stuff in my course here on the YouTube. So we I don't know that is an inducement or not. So I haven't studied that actually while I'll studying this concept and the strategy. But if you are if you are coming from studying from some other mentor, so I think they probably will better to explain what is inducement in me. So yeah, so here in our case we just have 2 points of interest. One is an extreme order block and second is an immediate order block. Yeah, so that's what we trade: structure, order flow, right? UD, thanks man. Anand P, all clear, no doubts. I hope you had good week, Anand. Actually, I see you some of DMs from you as well. So yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff. Status King, thanks, man. You're amazing. Thank you. See, this is the thing, So this is the content I'm bringing to you guys, is premium content. Nobody in this niche, a smart money concept or trading strategy, will give this premium content free. They will ask you to pay, €1,000 or whatever, $1,000, join their course, and they will teach you exactly same thing that I am teaching here on our channel. So I hope you appreciate that, and yeah. All right. So okay. So UD, can we use the one in as an entry for a scalp? What is 1 minute? You mean 1 minute? Can we use the 1 minute as entry for scalp? Yeah. So here's the thing. Because this is the scalp that we took on the 7. Was it clear on the 7 minute? But you didn't stick to the time frame. See, the thing was there when it hit our point of interest, which is 50% of this. I was actually I would like to see on the 1 minute time frame to order flow, but because it was too far for me to consider to confirm again, we would have missed this trade already then. So it was actually too far. See, this was the low, and this was the, actually let me draw it. This was a low, and this was a high. If you want to confirm our confirmation model, which breaks the major structure, here is the first break, second break, and then. So our entry actually should have been in this zone. If we don't get entry in this zone, then let it go. Okay, you will have trade in New York. It's okay, let it go. Don't chase it, otherwise, there is a saying in the industry: if you chase, you die. Okay, so just don't chase it. Okay, just wait until what you want to see in the market, and then only execute when you see what you want to see in the market. Otherwise, just wait. Okay, cool. uh, yeah, as a taking yes taking a look at 5 minutes and then enter on. Yes, you can take a look at the 5 minute, mark the order block, or mark the order flow invalidation point. Because why it is important invalidation point? Because now you are not looking for, let's say in this case you're looking for sell and it is invalidated, so you stop looking for sell when it violates that invalidation point. And when you mark your invalidation point, you mark your mitigation, which is your order flow. Order flow is more important than just breakup structures, just keep that in mind. Okay, so you need to always mark the order flow. Yes, thanks Halogen FX, thanks. Yeah, the best, thanks man. But there are always OB in the market. Yeah, so there are always OB in the market, right? But what makes your OB more probable is order flow and confirmation within that OB, right? That's what we did here. Okay, so we have this OB, which we marked it, and we confirmed again here. Yeah, so that's what it makes the more probable. I made a short video actually sometimes back, classifying uh, what is the probability of trade. So which is less probable, higher probable, highest probable. I think, yeah, I think sometimes back in the YouTube shorts I put that. But yeah, appreciate it, thanks a lot. Yes, thanks. Yeah, okay. Halogen FX, how do one know high probability OB? Okay, right. So it's the thing, halogen FX. Okay, let's do some charts. Yeah, let me remove this. Okay, okay, so you have this one, right? So we have this OB which broke the structure, and we have this is also the second breakup structure. That's what we want to see, right? And we have another this OB. Okay, just trying to move this. Okay, let me delete this and take the new one. So we have this one. Okay, so if you ask me, if this is on the 4 hour or daily, you have plenty of time confirm here on the lower time frame. But it is on the 1 minute or 5 minute, this is not actually high probable, because there is a no mitigation play. right? So this is possible. I mean, we have breakup structure, but there is no order flow. If you ask me, okay, will this work? It will work sometimes. But what makes your trade difference? You need to make, uh, it may work like that, or it may come to extreme OB and then may go. Okay, but what will make your highest probability in this case? So if you see this and there is no mitigation, here's the thing. What you want to do is, let's say this is a 5 minute, this is 5 minute, okay, and this zone, when the price comes here, you go to the 1 minute, and on 1 minute or 30 second, it doesn't matter. Okay, so when it hits, let's say it's hit open on 1 minute, you want to see this one first break of structure, mitigation, and then second break. Then you have that invalidation point, your entry will be there, your stops will be there, and you will be taking that entry. So even though there is no mitigation here, you made low probability trade into higher probability by confirming order flow on the lower time frame. Does that make sense? Yeah, I hope. Yeah, so this is the way I do it, so I think you should follow that as well. uh, do you trade only with the sessions? What do you mean? Do you trade only? No, you mean the scalp trade? No, I generally trade both, uh, scalps and swing. But there at the moment there are less of the swing in the market, so I am taking the scalp, whatever available the market is showing me. Okay, but yeah, so generally, swing is more for you. If you're starting fresh, or you're new, I would highly suggest, start with the swing, because in the swing what happens. Okay, let's say for example, I'll take the example of NU. Okay, yeah, actually this was a trade that I took actually yesterday. Well, let me remove this and we'll show you, uh, what I mean, why the swing is important. Okay, okay, what do you see here? Okay, you see a first break which is broken again here. Okay, so we have clear cut 4 hour direction, which is, I hope you know now, which is sell, right? Now for swing, what do? We mark 2 order blocks. We have 2 order blocks here. Okay, so one order block which break this structure, this one, on this time frame. Okay, the other order block which break this second structure. So I would go with this wick rather than the extreme one. This wick doesn't have any volume in that candle. Okay, and this is what I was looking actually on this one. Yeah, this wick. So the if you take a trade on the 1 minute here, confirming the order, there is no order flow on the 4 hour, but you have plenty of time to confirm the order flow on here to take it down. And that's what actually I did. I took the trade, this uh, couple of trade on the NU, which was very profitable actually. Yeah, so it was nice. So here's the thing, I think you can have plenty of time to confirm order flow here. 1 minute, 2 minute, 4 minute, 5 minutes. See, if you see one break on 5 minute, you go two break, you have mitigation of that order block, your entry, where the price came to mitigate. This is your invalidation. That's how it is powerful. Okay, so just you need to, yeah. So I hope I answer your question. uh, show example on chart please. Chart please, I don't know what do you mean UDUD. uh, Chart please. Okay, show example on chart please. Chart, thanks. What was the question? What was the question, UDUD? Which example you talking about? Okay, by the time we'll take the next question. Okay. Hey man, if people get such a high rewards, I'm pretty sure they are making 100% a month. It's possible, Saurabh. Saurabh, it's possible. 100% in a month, it's possible. Yeah, I actually explained it. In a month, let's say you take a 15 a trade. Yeah, and you can have the 100% return on the 1 month, but your true R will be less. 100 divided by 15, that's your true R, right? uh, yes, I hope you understand this there. Yeah. All right, so the next question from Nick saying, do you wait for impulse on 1 minute but enter on the second time frame and wait for 2 BOS? Do you wait for impulse on 1 minute? Yeah, I mean, okay. So probability of this trade. Okay, I understand what you mean. So what you're saying. Okay, here's the thing. Okay, so this is your session coming Asia, and in London you see like, okay, you just only one break. Okay, and you have, okay, this break, and you have this order block. You can enter here confirming on the lower time frame, but probability will be less than if you see this and enter from there. Enter from here. So the second one I just showed you is higher probable than the just one break, because the trend is not confirmed yet. This could be a liquidity to, it may take liquidity of 1 2 3 breaks and then just fall. But if you confirm here again, it will be little bit higher probable than the yeah, I will make an I think video explaining the classification of the trades, how do we classify and what you want to see. Probably, I'm not getting too much time to record this, but yeah, so this is your short explanation, Nick. I hope you got the answer. uh, okay, example is an order flow you talked about. mm, you're talking about New Zealand dollar. Oh, I think, yeah. Do you want me to explain the New Zealand dollar trade? No, I just deleted that. They will be in my journal. Yeah, okay. Let's talk about yesterday's scalp, okay? Cool. Uh, okay, this was taken during the New York. Okay. Right. So what do you see here? We see a high low, and that high was got broken. Yeah. So here's thing. So here's our high, first break, pullback, second break. There is no mitigation, right? So I don't like this OB just to play, because this is the way actually New Zealand dollar, US dollar behave. It will like to come to the other order blocks. That's my actually understanding of this pair. But yeah, you can validate this. Okay, so we have clear cut order block, and when I say go back to 15 second to confirm again, because there wasn't order flow here, right? So here's the thing: the first break, second break, the I'm taking the order mitigation of the first break here, second break, and the entry and stops. Isn't it cool? Yeah. Yeah. So this trade is still running. Actually, I took some partials, but I was aiming to at least this 4 hour liquidity will be taken out. This will, okay. This is where you see the alarm, and for daily actually there will be actually I sent it out here in the Telegram. This will be actually probably will go long from here because we have confirmation on the daily 2 breaks, so it probably come here, or maybe stay a little bit while here and then we'll start rocketing. Okay, if it violate this, then if you say here any order block, it will take this liquidity for sure. Yeah, so that's my okay. We'll include this pair for outlook as well from the next weekly forecast. Okay, halogen effects between win rate and risk reward, which is better? Okay, so I'm not telling, okay, I do not lose. I do lose a trade, but you are anyway. You need to understand here. This is the edge in the market. Okay, so the edge may just go need a little bit tweaking or something when the market evolves. Market is unending entity which keeps evolving itself. Okay, so we need to adapt, improvise, learn, interpret, and apply. Right, so that's what our motto. Yeah, learn, interpret, apply. So this is my interpretation of the strategy that I learned from several mentors. Yeah. But yeah, so the your win, the risk reward will always will outlaws your losses. Okay, so you will be always in the win because this is very high. Like one trade, you take talking about 20 hour, 30 hour. Okay, so you just need to be choosy and picky while picking the trade, and that's it. And make sure that you are not risking like 20% in a week. Okay, so if you are risking like 20% in a week, I mean you're taking 20 trades in a week, then you're something really wrong with you, or maybe psychological issues, or some kind of barrier that preventing you to progress. Okay, you need to find it. It's because you know better than me, right? Yourself. So you need to find it out, what is stopping you, or what is that is lacking, or as long as you learn from your mistake, it's okay. Okay. How much do you pay? Okay, how much do you pay to get second stamp on TradingView? Okay, here's the thing. Okay, there will be Black Friday deals for the TradingView. Okay, keep it in mind. I mean, actually, keep that in the mind. You will get heavy discount. So that's the time actually I purchase it. But yeah, so I mean, you can just keep that. There will be heavy discount, more than the 50% or 60 or 70% discount on the annual membership. That you can talk to them. Actually, generally talk to their chat support. They will give some additional discount as well, rather than just on the website. Okay. Right, Anant, very cool. Your course. Thanks a lot. I appreciate your kind words, man. So, I think, yeah, yeah. This is just my little bit. Those who cannot afford those heavy prices of the course, they can and they are willing to, if they are willing to put time and effort and to understand, this is my little help to them, just to get get on board and have a little bit, help in their journey. So yeah, appreciate it. Yes, the ND trade show the order flow, I think. Yeah, I just showed it. Okay. So halogen FX, please, how do you set your journal? Please, sir, I need a professional journal. Okay, so here's the thing, halogen FX. So what you need to do, I think you need to have. Okay, I'll make a video, but you need to have the screenshots. If you have Google Doc or something, everyone, you go to the Google Doc and puts the screenshot in the Google Doc. So let's say 4 hour PO, so 4 hour direction, 2 hour direction, or 1 hour your entry criteria execution. And most important thing, so you need to record this. Okay, what was your state of mind while executing the trade, how it performed, and where you took the partials, and your executions, and is there any kind of improvement that you would have done, you know and just do this post analysis, or retrospection or journal after a day when you took the trade. Don't do immediately, because your brain will be not that much active, when you are trade, when you are already in the trade, and then you're doing post analysis. Okay, do it when it is hit either stop loss, take profit, and or after a day or something, or maybe some hour gap in between that. Okay. Looks easy how you explain it here. Thanks buddy. That's my actually the goal, I think, to make it easy. Yeah, it's already complex strategy, but yeah. These examples are great. Do you have a PDF by any chance, to learn better this way? Okay, I don't have the PDF, but I don't want to share my journals. But that's too personal to me. But I do share time to time on my trades on the YouTube Shorts, or on my Instagram, or on this live stream. Okay, not all trades, but I think majority time I do share most of the trades on YouTube Shorts. Yeah, so yeah. So thanks for letting me. Okay, you DVD saying thanks for letting me to know exact expected discount. Yeah, so you'll get heavy discount, and you talk to them actually. Just don't go with the website. Talk to their supports. They will give additional discount. Then yeah. Share the example on Telegram of journal. Okay, yeah, I will share. Here's the thing, you can do on your Google Doc, but I will share an example, because it's easy to see on PDF. Google Doc, you can export it to the PDF, and you can have it, view it on your mobile, or you can send it to anyone, for their review, or it will be easy for them also to do some, you know if you send to journal someone for review, it will be easy if it is in the PDF and the stuff. Yeah, yeah, not my real account, but example. Yeah, yeah, I will put it on Telegram in some time. Okay. All right, so I think that's it. If you don't have any more questions, then I think we are already at 2 minute shots for 1 hour in this live stream. So do you want me to actually, please like the video and the stuff, because it helped the YouTube algorithm to show it to the more people than the just few. It I don't know, it just how they calculate it, how many likes and the stuff they have. But we are giving here actually a kind of real premium content to the everyone, those who are willing to put the effort and the stuff, right? So other than that, yeah, so let me know your journey, or anything you have, anything in the DM, or anything you want to talk to about this and the stuff. Okay, so I always do reply. on the DMs on Insta. Yeah, I do have a Telegram channel. The link in the about YouTube page. If you go to my channel, YouTube channel, and if you go to the about tab, so there will be some social contacts and the links for the each. We have Instagram, Telegram, and TikTok as well. Okay. Okay, so other than that, then I think I will take a leave. Then I think this is the time to study, you guys. Then December is going to be slow. So yeah, so please do study it, and let me know if you have any questions. Okay. See you after then. Take it easy. Bye.